Trail running isn't just a workout, it's an experience, a journey that connects you with nature while challenging your limits. But let's face it, without the right pair of trail running shoes, even the most stunning landscapes can turn into a tough slog. Whether it's steep climbs, muddy paths, or rocky terrain, the right shoes can give you the confidence to keep going and enjoy the adventure. In today's video, we're counting down the 6 best trail running shoes designed to help you conquer any trail. From incredible grip to unmatched comfort, these shoes have been crafted to handle the toughest conditions. So, whether you're an experienced trail runner or just stepping off the pavement for the first time, let's find the perfect pair for your next adventure. This guide will help you make an informed decision when choosing the best trail running shoes. Technical trails for rocky, root-filled, or steep paths, look for shoes with aggressive lugs and a protective rock plate. Soft, muddy trails, opt for deep, widely spaced lugs to ensure proper traction in slippery conditions. Mixed terrain, a versatile shoe with moderate grip and cushioning, works well for a variety of surfaces. The outsole design is critical for grip. Shoes with rubber compounds like Vibram or Continental offer excellent traction on wet and dry surfaces. Minimal cushioning, lightweight, and provides ground feel. Ideal for shorter runs or experienced runners. Moderate cushioning, balanced comfort, and responsiveness. Suitable for most trail runners. Maximal cushioning, extra padding for long distance, or ultra runners seeking reduced impact. By considering these factors, you can find a pair of trail running shoes that meets your needs and enhances your outdoor adventures. Number 6. Adidas Terrex Agravic Speed Ultra. The Adidas Terrex Agravic Speed Ultra is the first trail shoe to come close to matching the feel of the best carbon plate running shoes for the road. For the most part, this isn't possible off-road because the unstable high-stack designs that work on flat roads aren't suitable for uneven trails. However, Adidas has thrown caution to the wind with the Speed Ultra and produced a very rockered and springy shoe that will help you run your fastest over any distance on the trails. With the plastic rods in the midsole acting like a plate in providing extra propulsion while stabilizing the soft Light Strike Pro foam, that speed does come at a cost, in that the Speed Ultra is not as stable as other trail shoes, and I did worry about the very narrow heel and midfoot when descending on tricky trails in particular. For most runners, it will be a better racing shoe for shorter distances on fairly tame trails as a result, but experienced trail runners will be able to hare up and down mountains and through ultramarathons in the shoe. While the lugs on the outsole are shallow, the Continental rubber used does stick well to wet rocks and roots in my experience, and while I wouldn't want to use the shoe for mud runs, the Speed Ultra grips well on any harder ground, and the high stack of foam in the midsole means your feet are protected from jagged rocks. Number 5. Arc'teryx Norvan LD3 GTX. It doesn't come cheap, but the Arc'teryx Norvan LD3 is worth every cent if you do a lot of long runs in wet and cold conditions. It kept my feet dry and warm on long runs on icy hills in Scotland, even when breaking through ice into freezing puddles. Just make sure you don't run through anything deep enough for the water to get over the collar and inside the shoe, because then the Gore-Tex works against you in blocking drainage. The infused midsole on the shoe is durable and comfortable, and has a little bounce that's noticeable when you hit flatter, harder trails. The Vibram Megagrip outsole uses 4mm lugs for grip on a variety of trails, including some snowy descents, and aside from when running through deep mud and on icy roads, I had no traction concerns when using the shoe. If you don't need the waterproof upper, the standard version of the Norvan LD is $35 cheaper, and also a great option for long runs on varied trails. It will also be more breathable for runs in hot conditions without the Gore-Tex liner you get on the Norvan LD3 GTX. Number 4. Hoka Challenger 7. The Hoka Challenger 7 is a comfortable cushioned shoe that's equally at home on the road as light trails. The lugs in the middle of the outsole are more tightly spaced to grip well on flat, hard surfaces, while slightly larger lugs on the edges of the outsole have more bite for uneven and soft ground. I've done long runs entirely on the road in the Challenger 7, and long runs on light trails and plenty of runs including a mix of both, and it moves on and off the road seamlessly. It's also fairly light for such a cushioned shoe and quite enjoyable to use for faster runs, though when on uneven ground, it doesn't feel as nimble as lower stack shoes. To ensure it's comfortable for long stints on the road, the Challenger 7's outsole doesn't have enough grip to work well on very soft and muddy ground. And if you need a bit more purchase for technical trails, then the Speedgoat 6 would be a good alternative that can also handle spells of road running. Once you're doing half or more of your runs on the road, however, the extra comfort of the Challenger 7 definitely tells compared to full trail shoes. Number 3. Saucony Peregrine 14. The Peregrine 14 is one of the most versatile trail running shoes available with regards to the terrains you can tackle in it, with the 5mm lugs on the PDuraTrack outsole providing reliable grip on almost every surface. I've been using the Peregrine for many years, and each generation of the shoe has offered that all-terrain grip as a key feature, and I've run on hard and soft ground, road, mud, and snow in the shoe without it coming unstuck. It's also a versatile shoe in terms of the distance and pace you can run in it. The Peregrine 14 is cushioned enough for long runs, though I'd prefer a bit more cushioning for ultramarathon distances myself. And it's light enough to speed through short, fast runs as well. There's also a GTX version of the shoe with a waterproof Gore-Tex upper, which is handy when running in cold and wet conditions. The biggest problem with the Peregrine 14 is how similar it is to the Peregrine 13, with Saucony's updates to the newer shoe being so minor that I didn't notice a considerable difference on the run. That means that looking for a deal on the older shoe would be a smart bit of shopping while stocks of the 13 last. Number 2. Merrell Morphlite. There aren't many great trail shoes available for $100, and the Morphlite certainly stands out as an excellent option for those seeking a cheaper option. It is a comfortable shoe that's built for light trails, with the 2 to 3 mm lugs on the outsole, not really offering enough grip if you hit mud or technical trails, but providing more traction than road shoes for off-road runs on well-groomed paths. I was impressed by the feel of the Float Pro foam in the midsole, which is soft without being squishy or unstable, which wouldn't be welcome on uneven ground. There's some bounce to the foam too, and the Morphlite is a good budget trail racing option, as well as a comfortable shoe for general runs. There is not a full rubber outsole on the shoe, with some exposed foam in the midfoot, and I noticed that the shallow, broad lugs also seem to be wearing down a little quicker than others. So if you regularly run on gravel tracks, in particular, durability might be a concern with the Morphlite. However, that's not enough to undermine its appeal as a cheap option for tamer trails, and it's a good road to trail shoe as well. Number 1. Hoka Speedgoat 6. The Hoka Speedgoat 5 was my top trail running shoe pick last year, and the Hoka Speedgoat 6 duly takes its crown by virtue of some small but significant updates. The main one is that the midsole foam is a little lighter and more responsive, improving the ride of the shoe especially on firmer surfaces, and the lugs on the outsole have also been rejigged to deliver improved traction. I'd still say the Speedgoat 5 is worth looking out for in sales, but the Speedgoat 6 is now the best trail running shoe available overall because of its versatility. I've run on a wide range of terrains in the shoe, including rocky climbs, long grass, muddy hills, and even extended stretches on the road, and it has always gripped well and been comfortable underfoot. It's a shoe you could use for a short and speedy trail race as well as a multi-day ultramarathon, and the smooth ride from the rockered midsole will help the miles roll by no matter how far you're going or how fast. It's also a good shoe for hiking, with the upper providing some valuable protection from rocks and roots, and a good amount of support around the ankle on uneven ground. So, that wraps up our list of the best trail running shoes. If this video was useful to you, kindly click the thumbs up button. Which one are you going to pick? Describe your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an updates. Everyone who had come this far, I'm hoping to see you in the next video.